I'd love to say everything's going super duper well, but we've had an injury crisis. Form's had a bit of a wobble, and now we've got to play our old tormentors Inter in a Coppa Italia semi-final. The injuries are horrible. Welcome to Project Palermo here in the DP Dome. I am your old mate DP, and we've got two big old matches for you today. We are at home in both against Inter in the Coppa Italia semi-final second leg. It was 0-0 in the first leg, so we're in with a chance, probably not. And Genoa, who are in 18th place and staring down the barrel of a relegation. So hopefully we can pick up a win there. Since we last met, folks, we've played 5 matches, 3 wins, and a loss and a draw. The loss was against Juventus, which isn't terminal, and the draw was against Milan, which was decent. This game, though, was costly. A 4-1 win against Hellas Verona, which you'd think is very exciting and totally fine. The problem with the result is it's cost us Otto Graziani. He broke his ankle in that game right at the end of the first half after being on a 7.4 match rating, finally recapturing the form that we'd seen earlier in the season after his last long-term injury, and now he's out for the rest of the season and most of pre-season. So hopefully he's not done. We'll get him into rehab when we can and recover as much of his attributeness as possible, but that was so disappointing to lose him. And then Tammy Abrahams got injured again. This signing really hasn't worked out the way I'd hoped. He was on a thumbnail, for goodness sakes, but since he joined us, he's had a thigh strain and been out for a couple of days, a calf strain, he was out for a month, a pulled groin that put him out for 6 days, and now sprained knee ligament, so far 11 days. He's going to be out for another few weeks, which is not ideal. Injury susceptibility, below average. I call bollocks on that because he's shown us quite the opposite. But nevertheless, we need to go and play Inter. Also, just an update, we're in 5th place in the league, which you can see here, which is a European qualification spot. Champions League might be getting away from us unless some results go away and Napoli or Milan drop some points. Cagliari and Roma are hot on our heels, but the lowest we can finish now is 10th. So we met the board requirements a little while ago, which is great. Also, I've just noticed our wage budget's ticked over into the red. So we're just going to make a little tweaky poo there. There we go. All fixed up. Get rid of the transfer budget, so the board have got to recharge that. One signing, which is why that budget's dropped down a little bit. And in Edwin Nur Hakim is a Dutch 18-year-old attacker / winger, 11 under 21 caps and 6 under 21 goals. He's been playing for Feyenoord and doing quite well. We'll bring him in. He can knock about in the under 20s and he'll be fine. It'll be great. But right now, we're going to go play a semi-final and a chance at a chance of silverware. That is the plan. But it's a big ask against a very strong Inter side who have caused us no end of trouble so far here in Serie A. I've dropped the mentality back to balanced to try and stop the bleeding as much as possible. We're also playing a mid-block, not a high press. But we've got Falcone in goal, Gallo, Maturo, Mokandali and Guerreri as our back 4, Lavia and Basola as defensive mids, Sakane, Vasic and Evandro, with Chiuna playing as the striker, just because Jordanov's still being awful of late. And I would like to secure a result, if possible. It's probably not possible. And if we lose, we lose. It's not the end of the world. It's a cup competition that we're not expected to win. We're not really expected to even get this deep in it. But the money would be nice because there's like £1 million or something if we can get past them. And the final's a couple of million more. We love money around these parts. And we need to buy some more players in the summer because we need to replace a couple for sure. A defensive midfield pairing at the moment, for example, they're both loanees and we can't afford to bring either of them in permanently. So we're going to have to go shopping for them. I'd love a new goalkeeper. That would be marvellous. And yeah, just better players in general. And still a striker. Given the injuries, and he scored a few goals for us, but he hasn't been prolific. I don't think Tammy Abraham is the saviour that I hoped I uncovered. But we'll see. It's kind of just giving away a penalty in the 10th minute of the game. And I don't know why. That's not ideal. Oh, can Falco make himself a hero? Come on, do something worthwhile. You saved penalties before. I've seen you do it. He steps up, shoots, and Falcone goes the wrong way, which really, I think, we all expected to see. He's no Fructal, is he? I do regret selling Fructal. He was a really good goalkeeper. And I just don't trust Falcone at all. Not in the same way. But we kick off, and we go again. And we need to try and make a little something happen here. He's making Daly, that's Guerrero. Just knocking it out. Oh, poor passing is dangerous. It's a good ball, looking for Tuna. No joy, and we're giving the ball straight back to Inter. But we've won it back here. Here's Tuna. Shoots from outside the area, and Tuna's equalised. 2 minutes later from the kickoff. Bit of persistence and stick-to-itiveness, and it's 1-1. Oh, the at-home fans love it. We've got flares going off in anticipation of this one. Tuna just turns, a couple of touches, fires a speculative shot, and buries it. Keeper had no chance. Keeper had a really good chance. He just did poorly. Nevertheless, signs of life from Palermo. Ignore that. I don't care about free kicks on the counter attack. It'll be fine. But ooh, very tasty looking. We are ahead slightly on possession, but our XG is terrible. We probably shouldn't have scored that goal. It was a low percentage strike. Here's Sakani trying to cut the ball inside. No joy, but we have reclaimed. Tails are up now. We're playing a bit better. We're looking a bit more confident. What is going on with Sakani? Losing the ball twice in like 20 seconds. That is not like him. He's a better player than that. And that was a very dangerous attack from Inter. Again, we need to be on our toes. They are lethal. Absolutely clinical when they're shooting. I've seen it all season long. Every time we've come up against them. We've had to face them a lot this season. Not just in the league, but also in the Champions League. And, oh, they are a tough team. A very tough team to beat. We've been shooting fairly well, apparently. Worrying performance according to XG. And we'll do something about that in the second half. Let's just say, yep, you've had a lot of credit and try to build the boys up. You weren't that bad, but you can improve. Let's get as much green as we can into these players and try to keep them happy. And then tactically, I think what we'll do is stop passing into space because it's not working, and stop working the ball into the box because that's not working either. Right, back to the dressing room. Start the second half. We're going to stay on the balanced mentality because I don't think we've been as leaky as we could have. And I think around the 60th minute mark, if it's still 0-0, we'll start living dangerously. We'll go back to, will we go attacking or just positive? I think we'll just go positive and step it up gradually. And we'll see if we can get a performance out of Yordnov at some point. Bring him on. A bit of experience, because Sakane hasn't been great today, has he? Shot from outside, which I'm kind of okay with if they want to shoot from there. It's still obviously dangerous, but a lot better than this situation because we're terrible at defending set pieces. Evandro has not shown up today, so I think it's just about change of clock. They're on the attack again here. One in. No. He's not really caught offside for that. The flag didn't go up. And it's 2-1. So we will definitely look at making our changes. Yep, there you go. You can see here. We covered everybody well. We didn't leave anyone unmarked in a dangerous position, but Guerrero, Basol rather, have dropped the ball. And then Merkin Daly has as well. So, that being the case, we're going to make some substitutions right now. Evandro is absolutely coming off because he has not inspired a hell of a lot of confidence for moi. Barney's composed. I know he's young, but he can do a job. I think we'll move you over there. Just try him on the other side because obviously Tune's had a bit of joy over there with a higher match rating, so a more effective player might help us out. Gallo, we need to get off the pitch, so Maturo is going to move over there, and we'll bring on Viti. We'll give Tune a little bit of time, and then I think it'll be... Well, actually, no. Let's not do that. Yordnov is going to come on over that side. See if Sakane can do something useful. Get him a complete forward, making him an advanced forward. Everyone looking good. Let's give him a team talk. Pump the fists. Plenty of time left to change the game. We've inspired him. Yordnov's composed. Fair enough. I never give those team talks, substitutions. Very, very rarely do it. But this is important. We're still in with a shot. We've got something in us. Let's turn this off. Conceded a goal as soon as I turn that on. Right. Encourage the boys. We are going to step it up to positive. And now we're going to step it up to attacking for the last few minutes. Via needs to come off. He's tiring, but that's fine because we've got Renkia on the bench. And we'll have one more stoppage and 2 more substitutions we can make. Dopo. One more change in our back pocket. Let's tell the boys, fire up. Let's go. And just shoot on sight. We're not out of this. Crazier things have happened in Football Manager than us getting an equaliser and doing something ridiculously unexpected. Here's Ranikia. He's got some space. Passes it off to Adopo. He's got the fresh legs. He's not fully fit, but he's got fresh legs. Ball in, looking for Yordnov. No joy. And now it's back with Inter. Just about won the ball there. Guerreri does. Adopo over to Chauna, who lays it back to Guerreri. Needs an option. He needs some help. And plays it all the way back to Falcone. We need to build this up again. Mercandali put himself in a weird position. Chauna wins the ball though. Beats the defender to it. Back out to Adopo. Needs an option. Finds Vidi. Inside to Vlasic. He shoots from outside and scores. Oh, Alosha Vlasic. What a hero. He's been on the out all season because of Graziani. And with the injury, he's got an opportunity. And my word, is he taking it. He has stepped up big time. 82nd minute equaliser for Vlasic. And it is game on right now. We need to make our last substitution, which I can't do right now. Yes, proceed with tactical changes. Pause this. Mercandali's tired and so is Guerreri. What is more important to us at this point in the match? One change to make. Do we throw on a centre back or do we replace Guerreri? How tall are you? 6 foot. Oh, I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified. I think what we're going to do, let's move Guerreri in here and bring on Daniliuc and try to shore it up. Vasic can play on there. Sakane's going to have to play on there. Is it going to haunt me that we didn't replace the centre back? Are those legs going to cost us? We've won the football. Here's Chirina. Don't give the ball away cheaply. Sakane, who is tired, plays it across. Finds Yordnov, crosses it in. Chirina's there and he's given us the lead in the 87th minute. He's onside. What an assist from Yordnov, who's been useless all season. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry if I'm blasting your ears. I don't know what my mic levels are like because I haven't been this excited in the save for like the whole save. But look at this. What a header from Chirina. Beats 2 defenders and the goalkeeper. He has stepped up big time. Let's just drop this back to balanced right now. Ignore that. There's 3 minutes of time added on to go and we are in the lead. And we are through to the final of the Coppa Italia. A 9 match rating for Chirina, a 7.8 for Yordnov, a 7.9 for Vasic. What a performance. A brace for Chirina. I forgot he scored the first goal because it was like a million years ago. I thought we were dead and buried. But yes, you've all dreamt of playing in a final. And now you get to. No, I'm going to go with that was brilliant. Nobody gave us a chance, but you proved the doubters wrong. And I am going to chip a couple of players. Gallo, like, you weren't at your best. Avandro. Sakane. Not happy with your performance. But I'll tell you who I am happy with. Yordnov. Delighted. Vasic. Delighted. And Chauna with the winner. What a hero. Wow. Right. How much money do we get for that win? I think it's like $1 million or something. So we've won in the Coppa Italia semi-final, which I did not think at all was going to happen. Klopp, we defeated Jurgen Klopp, our tormentor, 1.5 million. So that's a nice chunk of change. And we've got to play AC Milan in the final, who we just drew with 1-1. So again, we drew with Inter in that first leg. 10th of May, we play that game. Tuna gets player of the match, as he should. What a champion, single-handedly dragging us into a position to win some silverware, which is crazy. I'm very excited. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, goodness. I don't want to play Inter again. They're going to hammer us. Right. We'll play Genoa in a minute. But I think after that, the next episode, it will be Milan and Inter. Again, it'll be Inter Milan in the last episode of the season. But right now, I'll leave you lot here. Sit tight. We'll come back and hopefully get another win against Genoa. Game day, ready to face Genoa. We haven't had any dramas in between matches, but I am rotating the squad considerably just because we can. Maybe it's dumb. We shall see. So Falcone in goal, Maturo on the left, Viti, Van Beers and Daniliuc on the right. Van Beers is a high potential youngster, 4.5 stars, possibly 5.5 stars of potential ability. Good jumping reach. His heading is decent at a 10, but he's 6'5". I want him to be good. He needs game time, so I'm going to play him. Ranakia and Adopo, again, just in an effort to get some more game time into them. Yordanov, Vasic, of course, after his heroics in the last match. Sakani on the right and Evandro up front. Why Evandro up front, but he's failed miserably? Forgot I'd offered him a new contract and promised to play him as an advanced forward. And I've been playing him on the right wing all the time. I think I may have mentioned this earlier. If I didn't, apologies. But yeah, just trying to get that promise over the line so he doesn't crack it and upset the dynamics later on. We'll see how that works out for the remainder of the season. Let's just get the team talk out of the way, do all the usual things, get into the match and see if we can get a result against Genoa. We should. We're at home. We've been in good form. We're bringing players in who are hungry for some game time. Hopefully, all is going to go well, but we shall see. If anyone's capable of throwing away a match against a team in danger of relegation, it is good old Palermo. We'll see how we go. Nothing is happening so far. Genoa have had a couple of better shots than we have, which is disappointing. I've only gone to the positive mentality. I haven't gone attacking for this one. We'll just sort of try to do what we did in the last match and step it up gradually if time permits. The situation Champions League wise and qualification wise is hotting up. Cagliari have just jumped us on the table, so they must be winning. But with us playing Milan in the Coppa Italia final, I think there's a Champions League spot on offer through that. So if we win, we'd qualify for the Champions League. If we lose and finish 5th, we might still sneak through, much like we did last season. So we need to keep an eye on that scenario. That was a decent strike from their player, the Genoese dude. And again, we need to be on our toes and stay alert. Alert, but not alarmed. Yordanov is on the 6.5 again, so clearly he's reverted to form after his amazing assist in the last match. And Evandro's just run that out of play for no reason. Had no idea where he was. He was all on his own. And, yeah, I mean, we've learned over the course of the last 2 seasons, he's not the answer to our problems up front, is he? No. Yep, we'll stick with the same old. And we're doing all right, but it hasn't been great. So let's get back into the action. A couple of yellow cards, one for Van Beers, one for Maturo. 52 minutes gone, and absolutely nothing is happening, and I need to fiddle because I just have to. I can't help myself. I need to mess around with some stuff. Here we go. Yordanov with a short corner over to Sakane. Back to Yordanov. Rounds his man. Needs an option. Finds one. Adopo out wide. Bursts into the area. Crosses across the face of goal. And Genoa deal with it. But Ranikier collects a loose ball. Pulls back across to Adopo, who shoots and puts his effort wide. But that was a really good opportunity for us to take a lead. And I'm looking at the fitness levels of players and player ratings. And I think we need to consider some changes here. What are we going to do? I think Vasic is going to come off. He has not recovered his form from the last match at all, really. And Van Beers is worrying me on that yellow card, so Markandali can come on for him. And is there anything we can do? Midfield, Ranaki hasn't played well, so Basold can come on for him. Swap these guys over. That'll do for now. Just some fresh legs up front, fresh legs in midfield, fresh legs at the back. Unpause the game, GP. It works heaps better. There's your hot tip for the day. We are going to switch to our attacking version. Let's turn off these things because they're not getting the job done for us. The Kane now and Yordnov are tired. So we'll push Trina out that way. We'll bring on young Obani up front. And Yordnov is out of legs. So Abansky can come on and have a little bit of a kickabout. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go. We're now attacking. We're not trying to pussyfoot around here. Encourage the boys. A nil or draw is not ideal. Come on, lads. Right, we need a goal. Desperately. That's not going to do it, but we've run another corner. We'll get to see it. Yes, we do. 3 minutes of time added on. High drama here in Palermo. You need to play the ball in, Chona. Or we can't do anything with it. There we go. Abansky over to Chona. Cuts inside. He's fouled there, surely. And the ref hasn't blown the whistle. That's twice in this episode that we've definitely been hard done by, and it's a rotten old draw. Apologies for the jump cut. OBS crashed. Not ideal. So a draw in that one, and that leaves us in a bit of a precarious position qualification-wise, but it's fine. So for the remainder of the season, we've got Parma, Roma, Torino, and Inter. There are no easy games remaining, plus the Coppa Italia final. If we have a look at the league table, Parma a little bit further down in 13th, but given that we just got held by Genoa, Torino, Roma, Milan, again, no easy matches remaining, and our qualification hopes are on a bit of a knife edge, and we definitely can't count on the last game of the season against Inter Milan. But we'll see how we go. We'll come back with the Coppa Italia final and the final game of the season, unless there's still a chance we qualify for Champions League or better. Not that there's better than Champions League, in which case we might have to play all three. See how we go. That was a bit of a roller coaster, and if you've had fun, don't forget to leave a like on the video, drop a comment in, wishing the boys luck for the Coppa Italia final, which you'll see next time. But until next time, I will see you next time. Say hi to your mum for me and be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught.